Watch about dog, SK New Era this. The body you there. Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, we cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Ocherase, Galtigo Bay. Everywhere. I Am Sure Sports. Check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like? Ha! Yeah, someone on for the food from we young, from we there, you need height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.
All right, all right. Well, welcome, subscribers, viewers, yeah, persons who tune in to our content every day. Greetings and salutation. Hope you're having a wonderful, 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 wonderful day wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. If this is your birthday, happy birthday to you. And if this is your wedding anniversary, happy anniversary to you. Listen, if you're one of our subscribers, would like to make special mention of you on your birthday, all you have to do is to just send us a little note. You can put it in the comment section. You can, you can knock me on Instagram at I Am Sure Sports, or you can also contact us on our Facebook page, and we'll love to be able to give you a shout out on your birthday. So just let us know. Before we get into the content uh, today, I want to just say again, big thank you to all our nurses, our doctors, ambulance drivers, porters, and every person who works in the health uh, organization, both in the public and the private sectors. This includes persons who work in health centers and those in the hospital. Listen, we are so grateful for all the hard work you're doing and for your commitment to the task. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. Keep doing what you're doing, and you'll get a reward. I want to also say a big thank you to our subscribers. We have hit the 1,000 subscriber mark, but it doesn't start there. It is just the beginning. And so the next goal, we want to do short-term goals. We want to grow slowly and steadily. It's not about pace, right? It's about providing good quality content. And so our next target is 2,000. All right, short term. So let's hit that. Let's get the ball rolling right now. Now, this show is our post Zurich um, Diamond League finals results. We're going to discuss that to see how many Pioneer got wrong, or how many, let me say it this way, how many he got right. So he's here. And first, what you have to do, you have to go back to the pre-Zurich video that we did, write down all his predictions, and then watch the show and see how many of the results match up with what he predicted. That way, next time when you come to the channel and you hear him make prediction, you can go to Just Bet or wherever, and you can bank on it, or you can determine if you're not going to put any money on it. But Pioneer, welcome. I wonder how many you got right. Yeah.
Quite a bit, man. But you know, tell us some of my predictions are golden, brother. You're
All right.
almost as valuable as money, as good as money in the bank. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Interesting.
but yeah, was spot on for the most part today. I got an odd prediction here or there, but for the most part, I would almost say 70%, 75, 80% of our
Correct.
prediction were correct and true to form.
Okay, so let's
Um,
let's let's quickly run through some of them, starting with the last event, and then we just
are
go
you,
up, which
are
is the
you
men's. Go ahead.
so the men's 200 meter?
You want to do that? What do you want to start with? I think we, I
We
think
could
we
have
could
just,
just.
we could do it in the same order that we did it today. Now. We could do 100, 200. This morning
Okay.
we
Okay.
neglected we forgot to mention two events. The 110 meter hurdles for men and the
Hurdles,
100
man. Yes.
for women. Those we didn't know the prediction and that. We didn't
Okay,
preview
so
those
let's
races.
go through the ones we did first, and then we can probably chit chat a little on those. So let's start with the
All right.
women's
So
100 meters.
men's
Uh,
100 meter went like we predicted. Ilian Thompson won Macanta. Very good showing by Ilian, 10.65. Um, Boy, I'm just in awe of this lady. Can imagine 4 times under 10-7 this season. Getting a bad start, slowing down at the line basically and running 10.65. It says that if she had any kind of competition in this race, for example, if a Shelley and Fraser Price was in this race, um, with her bullet start and Elaine probably having to contend with her at the start and then having to run a hard race, we might have seen this might have been the race that we might have seen the world record go, but it wasn't to be. 10.65
Yeah.
with a 0.6 plus 0.6 win. Another excellent run from Ilian. Asha Simit, as I said, man, is showing good late season form. Got second. Del Ponte.
Yeah, she
Uh,
surprised us because we didn't have her in the top three.
we were more saying Kambunji. So
Kambunji, right.
thinking about her Swiss teammate. Del Ponte has been running well from the Olympics. She's actually the Swiss record holder. But all the way down, we had good performance. We had
Darlita had a personal
Nita
best.
going not a personal best, but going. She ran 10.91 earlier
Yeah, man.
this year.
No, man, that was it was not legal. This is her personal best, a 1093
No
that
man,
she did.
I'm looking at the listing here, and it's not her personal best. She has a 10.91 personal best. She ran that earlier this
Yeah,
year.
sure, because on my from the Zurich thing that I'm looking at right now, it is saying that so meet record for Alien Times at 1065. Asher Simit with
Oh,
10.87
season
is a
best. Yeah,
season
I
best.
think I think I think yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
It is Del Ponte who
Right.
didn't run a personal best.
Personal best, right,
Yeah.
right. But Del Ponte and
Kambunji.
Kambunji did a personal best as well.
Personal best 10.93, 10.94. Those two Swiss ladies have been very, very good this year. Um,
Well, Nita is Great Britain and not Swiss.
no man, I'm talking about
Del
I'm talking
Ponte and
about Del
Kambuche.
Ponte
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Cambodia. Those two
yeah,
Swiss ladies,
Kambuche.
they have run extremely well this year, consistently running under 11 seconds. Um, Doing well. It was a good race. As I predicted, Talu would have been disappointing. I think she has had too many races in this season. I think she was probably bucking for the line in terms of hoping for the season to come to an end. Was kind of probably hoping that she would have gotten into the money today, but that wasn't to be. She ran 11.22, which is for a woman who ran 10.7 earlier in the year. I'm sure that is a disappointing outing by her.
Well,
Natasha
very,
Morrison
yeah. Come on, go ahead.
continues to struggle at the late part of the season. 11 points, not breaking
11.10.
11 seconds after doing so well. Go ahead, man. You're saying?
No one has said she did 11.10.
Yeah, man, that's Natasha Morris.
Morrison.
Disappointing in the context of how her season has spanned out. This is a woman who ran 10.87 very early in the season, and we were looking for bigger things from her.
You
But
know what I found? What I found amazing,
after the
Pioneer, is
Olympic
that
trials,
what I found amazing is that this meeting record, that Ilian broke has been there since 1984. So I'm wondering, is it that we don't have and we always hear
mhm.
about the Zurich Diamond League? So you ever wonder how? So you know that this is a super year for women because, I mean, this is a long-standing record and a lot of Diamond Leagues, the Diamond League every year, I can think of goes to Zurich and with some of the top
Now,
athletes
let me
and
tell you
just
let me tell you what normally happens in Zurich. The women normally run the 200 meter in Zurich. Remember the Diamond League format changed a couple, last year
oh
or year
okay,
before,
okay,
2019, where instead of the points system, we end up with having a Diamond
qualifying for
League
the
final.
final.
Remember
Yes,
that?
yes.
So what would happen is that the men would run the 100 meter in Zurich. For example, um, Johan Blake, I think he ran 10.76 in Zurich some years ago. So the men would run the 100 meter and the women would run the 200 meter. That's normally Diamond League format. The men run one distance and the women would run another distance. So not surprised that that record was on the books for some time.
All right, so let's jump over
10,
to.
6,
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, man. Another, as I said, 10.65, excellent showing by Elaine.
All right, so you're just talking about you and Blake, so let's jump over to the men 100 meters because I know, we want to see how much we can cover in the time that we have. We have the men's
Um,
100 meters, and I think you got the winner right and second place.
yeah, man.
Um,
Another prediction coming true to form,
yeah,
as I said in my
I think you got one,
previous.
two, three. I think we all got one, two, three, but yeah, we had different order. No, I didn't have
Um,
Brummel. I said I wasn't going
no,
to pick Brummel anywhere in my top three, and well, he
Bramwell was
wasn't right.
Bramwell was fourth.
He
Bramwell
was
didn't
fourth,
finish
right?
in
So I
top.
think we got one, two, three correct for this one, but you got the order correct. I think I chose Degrasse to win. He
And
ran a personal
as
best
I
and
said,
still lost. Yeah,
as
but
I
go ahead.
said, man, Fred Curley is Fred Curley. Let me gloat a little bit, Bridget. Fred Curley is showing that he's proving that I would say, as I said in my previous analysis, that he wants to prove that he's a man.
Yeah,
He has proven that he's the man in the 100 meters now. Mind you, the Olympic champion Jacobs from Italy ended his season right after the Olympics, but post Olympics,
can
Fred
we say
Curley has been,
strangely ended the season when all of the Diamond League was going to be in Europe?
I tell you. But Fred Curley has been running impressive times. He has run times that has been faster than the time that Jacobs ran in the Olympics.
Yeah,
So he has been on the improve. 10-8, decent time, as I predicted, beating DeGrasse in a close race.
yeah.
DeGrasse ran equal this PB with 10:89. Good showing from him also in the late season. But as I predicted, the strength of Curley's finish in this race. Um, Ronnie Baker led this race up for maybe 85, 90 meters. Was passed by Curley
The grass.
and DeGrasse late in the race. And those two gentlemen came through to take the top places, as I predicted, man, in that same order. Curly, DeGrasse, Baker. Brummel finished in fourth. Disappointing showing again from Simbin.
Simbini,
Mike
yeah.
Rogers, I think Mike Rogers is at the end of the rope right now. I think he's
But we did
on
we did
his.
have we did have Simbini finishing down the track because
We
I
did
mean
have him
we
finishing.
did
That's another disappointing performance from him. We
yeah.
didn't we didn't predict him to, but I'm just thinking that for a man who promised so much in the season, his season has gone. No places at the Olympics. Man was ranked 1084 this season and promised a lot, as I said, and finish out at the medals at the Olympics and here again at the Diamond League finals. Quite disappointing. So it's not been the best season for Simbin.
Yeah.
He ran a
I,
personal best this year, but it has not been, in my estimation,
yeah,
it's
he
not
hasn't
been,
been able to replicate that kind of
hasn't been
form and
either.
thing. And I know you're correct. You and Blake has the record over here for this meet. I think 9.76.
Yeah, man.
He ran that in 2012 in August of 2012.
Yeah, man. I
Yeah.
want to miss when it comes to these things, man. So the all listen things that you probably hear when it comes down to these kind of information.
People,
But
he's
don't,
not talking to me. No, he's talking to you. You're probably hearing stuff on the radio. So he
yeah,
wants
man.
you to
I
know
miss when it
whatever
come
you're
on to
hearing on the
when it
radio.
come on to track and field and times and things. We don't miss when it comes to things. We don't guess and spell when certain things happen. So moving
Oh,
on quickly, Mannings, to the 200 meters.
oh, okay. Because we did look at the women's 800 meter. I will go and skip that and come back. We're going to go in
No, man,
order the event.
we're moving 1, 2, 4,
And then 8.
8, and we go to we go to the hurdles. Even though we didn't preview the 110 and the 100 meter, we'll look at
Okay.
those.
All right. 200
Um,
meter women.
all right. So for that, I got it a little. No, I wouldn't say I got it wrong. I made a prediction that if Sharika Jackson wanted to beat Mboma, she needed to run 10:78. I actually said that because I actually watched that back earlier this evening. I watched back myself saying that she needed to run 10:78. Ironically, Mboma won in a
Whatever.
time of
1078.
21:78. My bad. So that's
21
not
said,
it.
yeah.
21:78 was Mboma's winning time. And as I predicted, Mannings, because you were suggesting that Sharika Jackson should hold her keep be
Almost keep something in
conservative on the curve,
reserve. Already curve. Yeah.
conserve on the curve, and
Yeah.
race with Mboma down the stretch. And I told you that if she did that, she stood no chance. I told her that what she needed to do was to kill Mboma on the curve, come off with a sizable lead, hold her farm going on the stretch. As I suggested to you, and I've been saying that Mboma is the stronger athlete. Sharika is the faster athlete. That what the strength does, man, is it helps her to hold her speed endurance for longer. It helps her. She has a stronger speed endurance, so it helps her to hold her speed longer. Sharika reaches a top speed, a faster top speed, but what Mboma does is hold her speed for longer. It showed going down the stretch. It was a good run. Sharika Jackson actually ran a PB 21,
Yeah. I think
21.
unless she has Mboma in front of her, she's going to struggle to beat her. I just feel like Sharika needs to see Mboma to
No,
have any chance.
she
Like at the
sees them.
start of the race, if Mboma is in lane 6 and Sharika is in lane 4, I think she'll be able to manage the race better. That's my thoughts.
And as I said to you, and I'm telling you that going forward, this young woman is 18 years old.
Because
She
it's
will only,
also a World Youth under 20 record that she ran.
it is.
With this
She has
21:78.
only been running this event for 3 months. If Sharika Jackson wants to beat this lady, she has to do what Elaine Thompson did. Use her speed on the curve, dismiss her on the curve. She is going to be finishing fast, but you'll be so far ahead that she will not be able to catch you. She's the strongest of all these ladies running the 200 meter, and I could include even Shanae Miller Weaver, who has run 48:34 in the 400 meters. She's the strongest finisher in the 200 meter,
I
barring
want
none.
I want people to know that they have to give Merlin Atty some credit, because Merlin Atty record still stands from 1990, 12,
21:63.
21, 60, 66.
21, no man, it wouldn't be 66.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm seeing here.
Check
The
it again.
15th of August 1990, 21:66 Merlin Atty.
Elaine, what was the time that Elaine ran in 2015 to place second to Daphne Skippers? I think that was 21:66.
Okay, maybe I don't know. Maybe it was Winnie did, but Merlin Atty's
No, man,
record is what I'm
I
seeing.
know Merlin is still the 200 meter record holder for Jamaica. But
Yeah, but I
can't
mean,
hear.
yeah, but the
We can't
meeting
hear. We
record,
can't hear.
the meeting record that I have here in front of me is saying that on the 15th of August 1990, Merlin Atty of Jamaica, 21.
Oh, the meeting record. I
Yeah, man,
thought
I'm
you were
talking.
talking about the national. I thought you were talking about the national record.
No, man, the national record would be the 21:53 that Ilian did at the Olympics.
Oh, I was thinking. I thought you were thinking about the previous national record that Merlin had.
No, man, no. I'm talking about the meeting record in Zurich.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Merlin was a superwoman when it came on to the 200 meters.
the
But
200. Yeah,
unfortunately for her, man, she couldn't replicate these kind of performances in the big meets.
she was
Yeah.
she was a Diamond League bully.
I think at that time it was the Golden League, but I think Merlin went a stretch of 58 races unbeaten
Unbeaten in the Diamond League.
over both 100 and 200 meters, and then went to a major championship and lost. So
But a lot of that had to do with some of the persons that would beat her at the Olympics were never on the Diamond League circuit, and they were suspicious. There was some suspicion about some of
yeah,
those
but you
persons who would
still
have
got the
defeated
feeling. You
her.
still got the feeling, though, man, that if she replicated some of these times, for example, 21:66, I can tell that not many women have gone that that
Fast.
that fast. So if she ran those times in big events in major finals, but you get the feeling that she could do this in a one-off race, but when it came around to the rounds, she would fade a bit. But this is not a discussion about Merlin. We'll have one of those shows, man, where we
Yes.
look at some past track and field performances, and some of these.
But you did get this one right. I got it wrong because I went for Sharika winning and Mboma second
I did
dependent.
go for Sharika winning too, but as I said, Manins, I
Yeah.
predicated my prediction on
And how she would run the race.
how she ran the race. And to me, she was too conservative on the curve, and she paid going on the stretch. She tried to have a foot race with this girl, and this girl is, as I said, she's stronger, and over a longer race, the 200 meters, she's gonna prevail. Sharika needs to use her 100-meter speed, that 10.7 speed, to kill her off the curve, and hold on going home because she's gonna be coming. All right, we saw what she did in the 4x1 and at the under 20. I think they have her splitting nine something, nine low or something like that. That shows that she has finishing speed and strength. All right, Dina Shasimit got third,
Third, yes.
as I
Kambunji got
predicted.
fourth. Yeah.
As I predicted, Dina, and then
Kambunji.
disappointing again for Talu finishing down the field.
Mm.
Um, moving on to the men's. By the way, did Talu run in that race? Let me see.
No, she didn't.
She pulled out. I think she pulled out and it's my bad. I think
Somebody came in. Somebody replaced her.
Nita came in.
Yeah, but she
Nita
pulled
came
out.
in and replaced her. Daryl Nita came in and ran creditable, ran a PB too. 22.81. Kambunji was 14:22.27. Dina ran 22.19, which is a credible time also. Not a season best, but a credible time after running in the 100-meter relay. So it went to farm Mboma and Cherika Jackson 1-2 and Dina third. On the men's side, man, this is where I'm going to do a little more gloating again. As I predicted, a fresh Kenny Benerick would prevail over Fred Curley and Andre
Andre
DeGrasse
DeGrasse, yeah.
after they ran in the 100-meter. Good race by Benerick. I got the order a little wrong. I had predicted Benerick to win over Curley and DeGrasse to be third.
You always counting DeGrasse out, Careful.
I'm not counting him out, but you said you would not lose both races, and I told you that I can't see him winning either. Because I didn't see him winning the 100-meter, and I figured that after running a very hard 100-meter,
You know what I think? If the 200
yeah,
meters were run first, he would have won it.
I would have if he was running the 200 first, I would have picked him to win the 200.
Yeah.
I can't tell you that much.
Because I
All
mean,
right,
it's 19.72 versus 19.70.
he ran a good race. He was
He ran a
finishing
good
strong.
race, and I think maybe if he was fresh,
Definitely.
it would have been a different race. But
I agree with you, man. But as I said, Benerick is too good at 200-meter runner for you to run 100-meter, hard 100-meter, hour and a little bit before and to come and contend with him. He was a silver medalist at the Olympics. And he has been in good form all season. He has lost a couple of races. I think he lost the race prior to this one to Curly, where Curly beat him.
Noah Lyles beat him.
No, man. Fred Curly beat him in their last
Yeah, man,
race.
and the race there was a race before that Noah Lyles beat him as well.
That's the Eugene Diamond League.
Yeah.
Noah Lyles won in Eugene. We ran 1952, I think. Yeah.
Right.
But Benerick is in good form. He has run decent all season. Silver medalist at the Olympics. There was no way that Fred Curley and DeGrasse was going to walk out of the 100 meters and beat him in this 200. So, again, that prediction played out true to form. The 400-meter, Mannings, we got...
Yeah, that one, we were awful in that one. I mean,
yeah, we
were... boy.
We were both off.
I am learning
on
that...
on the female side, though.
Yeah, I'm learning with these things. You can't follow your heart.
To your credit, though, Mannings, you had said
Quinera, he is.
You said she would surprise, but then in your final prediction, you had her coming fifth. You had said to your credit that she would spring a surprise.
Just because I wanted to put Stephanie and McPherson in first.
You should have stuck to your guns, my friend, and you would have been in the money.
I am telling you.
But it was a good run by Quinera Hayes. She surprised me. After winning the US trials, she has been going downhill. She was poor at the Olympics. She has been rather poor in most of the other races I've seen her in. So I guess with a little money on the line, that was some motivation for her. She ran 49.88, which was a very good time.
But actually, I had her in third. I had her in third, man. I had and McPherson from Paulina to Hayes. That's how I had them because I
No
said
man,
that.
you had Cedar Williams, you had
No man, I had Cedar Williams coming fifth man or fourth.
no man,
Fourth.
I watch it back
Yeah,
this evening, man. You had her
yeah.
fourth or fifth.
Okay,
I think
okay.
as I said,
Fourth. What's before?
you said
How did I?
early in your prediction, you said she was gonna run a good race and she was gonna surprise. And then later when you were actually giving the placings, you kind of put
Uh,
her down the order. But as I said, it was a good race from her. She surprised me for sure. I had Paulina winning the race. Paulina was second. I had Cedar Williams in third. I was going with a little bit of your emotions, Manning, in choosing Stephanie and McPherson to be
McPherson,
second.
yeah.
Stephanie and actually ran a decent race, but ended up fourth, 50.25. Cedar Williams ran 50.24. It was a good race though.
Yeah.
At one point, all four athletes were across the track with about 60 meters to go. It's the form and strength of Paulino and Hayes. Prove a little bit too much. Cedar Williams continued to show good form. She was third. McPherson was fourth, 50.25. And Candice
Candice
McLeod
McLeod. Yes.
was fifth, a little way back, 50.96. Um, Kazmarek, who I had predicted to do something in this, was all the way down in sixth. And Cleaver from the Netherlands and Kaylin Whitney made up
Finish
the
out in the
last
field.
spot.
Yeah.
However, on the men's side, our predictions were a little more accurate and true to form.
One thing
We
I
had
know, I got Dion Lendor. That's what
you
I
did
knew I
that.
got.
Yeah, you got that. You got
I
that.
got
And
I got one, two, three in this one.
you did. You did. And I was putting a little faith in Makwala being a money race was I was thinking that he would show up, and show a little thing. But 1-2 wasn't in doubt. As I said, Michael Cherry, post Olympic form has been, he has been on another level. He has
And
been,
that was a close race as well. Very
yeah,
close.
it was a pretty close race. Karani put up a good fight in this one. I think he won, as I said, he took motivation from for the money, 44, 41 to 44, 42. It was a real good run. Lendor was third in 44.81. Vernon Norwood was fourth in 44.84. Benovice from Netherlands, who I said was having a good season, was fifth in 45.35. And Makwala was kind of disappointing, finishing in sixth, 45.41. So Cherry has shown that he has been the strongest over 400 meter. With the absence of people like Stephen Gardner and Norman, who has chosen to run the 100 meter in his last two outings. Cherry has seized the initiative
Yeah.
and gone to the front of the pack in the 400 meters. Um, let's see if he can carry this season, this form in the next season. It should be interesting to see what he does at the US trials and things. Um, let me see. Who is the world? No, I think this gives him a bye. Who is the world champion? I don't think the world champion is a US athlete.
The
I'll
world
have to
champion is that Van Dijk?
No. Who won in 2019? Who won the 400 meters? I think Stephen Gardner is the world champion. Yeah, Stephen Gardner is the world champion. So Gardner has the bye. So this Diamond League win gives Michael Cherry a bye
Okay.
to next year's world championship. So he might not even need to run at the US trials to qualify for the world championship. So good run by him, good way to finish the season, winning a couple of races plus ending up with a diamond and some monies in his pocket. Moving to the four hurdles, man. We look at the four hurdles and then we look at 110 hurdles and then we go to the 800 meters. All right, so looking
400
at the
hurdles. Women.
400 hurdles,
Oh
that
yeah.
went
Yeah.
to our
I
prediction for the
I
most
think
part.
I think I got that. Yeah.
One
Except
we
for
got the top two. We got the
I think I had Russell for fourth.
we had Russell for third or fourth. We got the
Yeah.
top
Yeah.
two placings we got the top two placings
This is right.
correct.
Yeah.
We said Femke Ball from Shamir Little. That played out true to form. Femke Ball
Broke the meeting
um
record.
good meeting record, excellent run from her. I think next year, this lady could be contending with the two big Americans next year. I don't
Yeah.
know
She have a
what
whole
form
second to shave.
Manila.
She have a whole second to shave
Yeah,
of
man.
her
But
time to
when you look at it,
question.
man, she has been running these kind of times. Today she ran
52.80.
52.70.
52.80.
No, 50, yeah, it was 52.80. They had clocked it as 52.79 first and they rounded up to 52.80. But she has been running these kind of times season man. Um and I'm thinking that
Brethren, Cindy
she's young now.
McCloughin
She's young.
Cindy McCloughin and these guys are at the 51.46. Those are the levels that they're at. That's far from. Hey, those times are not
Femke,
ordinary.
Femke Bowl like Sydney McLaughlin is 21 years old man.
Okay,
Dalila
all right.
Mohammed and the other one is over 30 years old.
Okay,
All
okay. I
right.
see what you mean.
Femke Bowl and Sydney McLaughlin is the future of this event. With a good off season, Femke Bowl could be right in the mix with these two big American ladies. She is strong, she's tall, she's rangy. If you watch that race today, you would see that Shamir Little challenge her coming off the seventh hurdle. Um, and then coming off the last hurdle, you got the feeling that Shamir Little wanted to, make a race of it. But then she dismissed her quite easily going down the home stretch, coming
Yeah,
out the last hurdle and going to the finish. So she's strong, she's tall, she's rangy. Um, Definitely one for the future, man. And I think she's gonna be one of the persons who will be the flag bearers in this event, along with Sydney McLaughlin. I'm looking forward to her getting better. And I mean, you say a second, but a second in the hurdles is not like an
okay.
insurmountable amount of time to make up. So I can see her contending. I'm not saying that she's gonna be beating Sydney McLaughlin come next year if Sydney McLaughlin maintains this kind of form that she showed this year. But she will be right there in the mix with McLaughlin. And if Dalila Mohammed maintains her form, she will be right there contending with these ladies next year.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
Let's
we,
go to
we got
the.
as I said, we got 1-2 in that event.
Yeah.
Correct. Shamir Little, good run from her 53.35. Roskova from Ukraine. The two Ukrainian ladies ran third and fourth. Decent times to 53.70 and
Personal best.
53.76.
Yeah.
Yeah, personal best Tashkuk. Kind of disappointing from Jenny Brust. I think this is where she has shown that the length of the season has worn her down. Running over 55 seconds again, like she did in her last outing. I mentioned that earlier that the last time she ended up over 55 seconds. So this is showing that she is done for the season. Her legs are tired. Let's hope that she goes into the half season, puts in some work, and come next year looking good. Moving over to the men's side now, man.
I think we got
We got
everything
it.
here. One, two,
We got
three.
it 1 to 3, and the only reason why we didn't get one, two,
False
three,
start.
4 is because Capella first started and was disqualified. But I suspect he
So
could have
man should have
done.
run under protest, man.
He could have done that, but
Oh,
he
you fast
gracefully.
that in a 400 meters hurdles, man. That
Uh,
is like Ronda White.
I was just gonna remind you about Randa White in the Olympic Games, but that race had its problems. There was a faulty start before the false start, and then I think probably got the better of Capella, and he reacted a little bit too fast, too quickly to the gun. So um, kind of disappointed for him. But a good race from Superman Warhome, as we predicted. I told you that I didn't see him breaking 47 seconds. I had predicted that he was gonna win in high the high 48s. He ran
High
47.35.
48s or 47s?
Uh, high 47s. I predicted him running in the high 47s. He actually ran low 47s. He ran 47.35 to win. The Santos was second in 47.81. Good run from the Santos. He continues to have a good season. He's a young man. He too is 21 years old. One of the futures of the event also.
Yeah.
Can only see him getting better next year. Hopefully he might be contending, like I suggested for FMK Bowl, he might be contending with Warholm and Rai Benjamin. It's always good when you have that third contender in these events, man.
Yeah, yeah.
When you have a two-horse race, it's exciting, but when there's a third person added to the mix, it just raises the level of
Add the
excitement.
excitement. That is true.
Yeah, man. So it will be good to see the Santos. Karen McMaster, as we just suggested, was third, 48-24, and I had predicted that
Maggie would be
Rasmus Maggie would have been fifth.
fifth.
He
Yeah.
ended up fourth because of this disqualification to Capella. So we got those right.
Yeah.
So far, man, if you notice, the only race that we didn't predict would have been the 400 meters for women.
Yeah.
But between you and I, we have gotten
Man, if I just
basically,
like there's some people just tell me that Queen Era here he is was going to come good enough. Because I like the
yeah.
athlete, I
But
don't know how they will stick to it, but that's how it is.
and it is with predictions like this that we can you know boast in a sense that I am sure sports is where the credible and track and field
I am telling you.
analysis
I am
exists.
telling you. I'm telling you.
All right, and we have been doing this pre-Olympic, in the Olympics, and we continue to
And
do
that's what I'm
this.
saying. I challenge the people to go and listen to what we say about the event and then look at the
Yes.
races and see how close, even time.
All right.
I remember you even giving, on several occasions, you have given like
Times.
expected times.
But
In
man, look at it. It gets no better than me saying that Sherika Jackson needed to run 21.78
yeah, and that is
to
the winning
beat
time.
to beat Mboma today, and Mboma actually ran 21.78
To win the
to
race.
win the race today. So, people watching, this is why you have to subscribe to I Am Sure Sports, because this is where the credible sports analysis and even the predictions, even the true to form predictions are. All right, we are knowledgeable about the sports that we speak about, and when we put our word out there, as it suggested, we are sure. Okay,
Yeah. Hey,
so
listen,
no
it's
get
the
and spelling
800
around.
meters now because more talked about 800 meters. And you make me get,
Okay,
except for Natasha Gula, you make me get the 800-meter wrong, because
no,
Katie Chris in there, no man.
well you did say Creative Gears was gonna finish third.
Yeah,
Uh,
but it's because you start telling me about Gemma, Ricky, who haven't put her.
Jamariki was four, but those four ladies who were like the farm ladies, the two British ladies,
Yeah,
and well, we had predicted Natalia Gould to run
goal.
a good race and win.
Because she defeated them in the last race.
She did beat them in Brussels.
Yeah,
But I think Hodgkinson ran a smarter race this time. She realized that if she allowed Gould to
goal to lead. Yeah,
control the pace of the race, then Gould was gonna beat them. But so she made her move early on Gould. She's faster and stronger than Gould, as she proved in the Olympics when she won the silver medal, finishing second to Attingmo, and she actually ran 1:55, which gives her a better personal best than Gould. So she has shown that she's stronger and faster. What Gould has been using all season is controlling the pace of the race, and she did that in Brussels and was successful. This time, Hodgkinson um, was smart and made a move early. Got the lead from Gould from before she approached straight away, and finished strongly coming home. Gould failed a little bit and was also passed by Kate Grace. However, she was able to hold off Gemma Reiki. So it was Hodgkinson winning in a time of
in
1
fact,
minute
people,
57.
Katie Grace and Natalia Gould, they both at the same time.
Yeah, they clocked the same time. Grace actually ran down Gould to Pipper on the line. when I looked at it, I thought that goal had it, but the stewards gave it to Katie Grace. Both ladies were clocked in with the same time, 158, 34. Hodgkinson won in a time of 157.98, and Gemma Reiki ran 158.61. And Manning's no shame in this game, even though we didn't get the prediction spot on, but we basically had
The
the
same
main
people in the top.
contenders
Yeah, in the top.
in the top four. As I said, Natalia Gould, as I said, Hodgkinson. Ironically, I predicted Hodgkinson to beat her in Brussels, Mannings. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, you did. You
I
did.
predicted
Because
Hodgkinson, but I
and
think,
I picked goal.
yeah, and so Hodgkinson came good this time. I was hoping just for goal's sake, from a Jamaican perspective and the money, that she would have been able to replicate what she did in Brussels. However, she was unable to do that, and Hodgkinson came out good today. Came out on top today. So
And
not way off on our predictions.
yeah.
Mannings.
And they say Mo is here.
Well, I said Mo is the
He's
Mo
here.
strain is in Jamaica, but I think Mo is in the I think Mo is in the United States, chilling out. At 19 years old, I'm planning for the World Championship next year. So the only Mo I want to talk about, Mannings, is I think Mo. All right, I'm into nothing with the Mo strain of the coronavirus, boss. It's my hope that we will stay safe here in Jamaica, and as I said, no mooting around here. The only mooing around here would be some cows in the pasture.
Yeah, well.
So,
But let us. I
um,
mean, there are a couple of events that we never. I know we looked at the long jump. I think we kind of predicted
we
that
looked at the triple jump,
the triple jump
but
that
I want us to take a look. We did not look at
her,
the
the
100
100
meter
and the
hurdles
110 hurdles.
and the 110 hurdles. The 100 meter hurdles. Asoma from Nigeria. She ran.
In Brussels, I had her in Brussels. I think finishing in the top, and she finished around fourth or fifth. She never finished up
No man, I
there.
think she was I think she was second. I think she was third in Brussels.
Yeah, because what's her name? Daniel had some issues in the race.
Yeah,
Right.
Daniel was
Yeah,
injured
yeah.
in Brussels.
And since she come now and boy, we never looked at the race.
Ran a personal best. Ran a personal. We didn't preview the race. But she ran a personal best, Mannings, and she also ran a national record and an era record.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
excellent time. 12:42 is in that range where you're getting to be really elite. I think anybody who runs 12:40 is up there with the best. When you look at when you go under 12:40, then you're
Elite.
looking at being one of the all-time leaders. So very good run from her. Came through the field. Tapper led early. Visa
As
challenge,
usual.
and then Amusan came through and took it in 12:42. As I said, an era record, a personal best.
And then Nadine Visa also has an era
Nadine
record,
Visa,
national record, and personal best.
who I have been big on all year.
I think you chose her to win last time.
In Brussels. I chose her to be second to Daniel Williams.
To Daniel Williams in Brussels.
I picked her to be second to Daniel Williams in Brussels. And she came through for second here, not a national record, 12:51. Very excellent run from her. National record and a personal best also. Megan Tapper continues to have a good season. Good third place finish for her.
Queen.
Finishing third. I think for her it was a good result for her. Not far off her personal best. Her personal best is 12:53. She ran 12:55 here. So good run for her.
You know what, though, Pioneer? I think Daniel Williams probably is injured, but why she wasn't at this one? Because I think she qualified. I'd have loved to have had one of the Jamaicans winning the Diamond League, because I think our hurdles is so competitive. I feel like the pressure is going to cause somebody again to be out.
Very good point, man.
The debate is going to come up. I just don't. We have this Akira Nugent just coming through from the world youth. You have Megan Tapper. You have
World Junior
Daniel
Games,
Williams. You have
World Under 20 champion.
under
Yeah,
20. You have Brittany Anderson. You have what's her name?
Megan
Janique
Tapper,
Brown. That's five people
Janick
right
Brown,
there.
Brittany Anderson, Janick Brown, Daniel Williams, Megan Tapper, Akira
Akira
Nugent. That's
Nugent.
five,
That's five
and
very good.
she doesn't go into five very well, Virgin. It means
Is it?
two very good competitors for Jamaica who will be left out next year, looking into the World Championships, unable to perform. You're right. I would have loved to have seen one of the Jamaicans winning this diamond trophy and creating that fourth space.
And the
No,
same thing go happen.
unfortunately, it
And the
wasn't to
same
be.
thing go happen with the men's. I'm telling you, because
On the
every
men's
time
side,
we're gonna have the same problem with the on the men's side. Because listen, Omar McLeod is not going to miss two championships.
we'll be back.
He's not going to miss two
We'll be back
championships.
next year.
Uh,
Ronald Levy, Hansa Parchment, Damian Thomas,
there
and the
you
list
go.
goes down. We can go to the list. We're looking at
You have
people like
Orlando Bennett, who
Brad
has
Bell,
qualified before. Brad Bell, who has been
Orlando
injured.
Bennett. Uh,
You understand me?
the list is long. It would have been good. In the mornings when I looked at this race, though, I was so we're just gonna transition into the 110 hurdles summit. When I look at this race, in my estimation, I think Ronald Levy got this. I think he won. For the second time in the season, I think he has been, I don't want to say cheated, but he has had the result going against him at the line.
Well, I
At the
always see like the
Olympics,
person on the like I don't know if because of the
closer
camera,
to
always
closer to the
closer to right out like the
to
inside
lane one,
person. Always
the
seem
inside lane, yeah.
always seem to get the
Always
edge.
seems to get the blind. That's true. Same thing happened in the Olympic Games. I thought he was second. I thought he got the better of Holloway, and Holloway was adjudged to be second. Here again, I thought he got the better of Allen,
Stefan
and
Allen.
Allen was given the race. So a little
Both of them at the
unfortunate
same
for
time.
Levy. Yeah, disappointed for Hans Parchment. He at hurdle 4, I thought he got the race. He had
I'm
caught up
telling
to.
you, like so I don't know if it was the pressure because at one point, like I felt like okay, Hansel is leading. Then it seemed like
Yeah, he
Allen
got it.
catch him. Then
He got a decent start. Got back to the field as he would normally do. But then somewhere between hurdle 6 and hurdle 7, I don't know what went wrong, but he kind of faded and Allen went out and Levy came on the outside and passed him. So I'm a little disappointed for Parchment. I'm sure he would have wanted to have had the diamond trophy to go with his Olympic gold medal, but it wasn't to be today. Good run from Allen. Allen is a consistent hurdler. He has been, he has had some good battles. I remember him having some good battles from the NCAAs with Omar McLeod. And he has carried that form into his senior outings. Very good run from him today. Very good time also. 13:04. I think the time was. Let me check that.
yeah, man.
Um,
For Ronald Levy and yeah, and Allen,
yeah,
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 1304.
13:04.
Yeah.
I said good run from him. Um, as again, kind of disappointing from a Jamaican perspective that we didn't get that diamond win. So we could have that fourth qualifying spot for next year. But it went down how it went down. We didn't actually preview this event, but I would have probably gone with
Yeah.
I would have gone with the top 3, but in a different order.
I would have chosen
So,
honestly. I'd have chosen. I will say that I'd have chosen Hansel,
me too.
and
Probably
I
would
would
have
have gone
chosen.
Hansel and Ronald Levy first and second.
I probably would have stuck Allen somewhere there, maybe second or third, because he has been
Yeah.
having a very good
Season.
post Olympic. He has been showing good post Olympic form. So good run, as I said, from Levy, and good run from Allen. Little disappointed for Hans. But next year is on the World Championship. Well, I guess first these gentlemen will have to navigate their way through the Jamaican trials, which will be like a
Yeah.
minefield as we suggest in Manning. So let's see what happens next year.
But I
Yeah,
mean, just a couple of things we want to touch on because this is going to be people. Remember, If you have not yet, you need to like. This is very good content. So hit the like button, share, and if you have not yet, please subscribe as you're watching. All right. We are very careful. We look at your comments, and we need to. We also will respond to your comments. I know we soon close out. We have two events that we're going to look at. One we're going to focus on because we did make predictions, and one is just to let the people know that Dakers was in the discuss. I think.
But
Go ahead.
in addition to that, Manins, I want us to kind of just glance over a couple of 1,500 meters that were
Right.
run, even though there was no Jamaican interest involved. But first, let's look at the women's triple jump, which we actually did preview,
Yeah.
and we
Predictable. All
actually
three. Yeah.
we got all three. I think we're spot on with this one. So people, if you look at all the races that we actually previewed and predicted, there's only two that we didn't actually get right.
And I'm
And
talking about
that's
getting right in terms of first, second, and third, because they are
first, second,
and third
here you
in
go.
terms of the
So
picks that they.
I think that speaks to how credible and how accurate the source is. All right. As we suggested, Rojas was out of class.
Yeah, she's in a league
I,
of her own.
yeah, man. 15.48, a meeting record. This woman has made this event hers. Everybody else is basically showing up to participate in her show.
You know what is funny though,
It has
pioneers.
become the Rojas show.
You know the best jump there is not on the record books though. It was done by the Russian, Anna Biryukova, who did 15:03 in 1995. But somehow, though they have that there, the I don't know if she was tested. But I don't know if it's because she was tested. But they have given.
You said 15:03.
Oh right, yeah, right. So that was the previous record, right? So this is 15:48. Yeah, so it's better. Yeah.
By
Yeah,
15:48.
Yeah.
By Rojas. Listen, this lady is gonna erase all the records on the books. Soon she'll have all the meeting records.
Yeah.
And she probably won a little while. She probably won 8 of the top 10 jumps in history.
I would
And
love
she's
for them
going
to have come at
across.
they normally have this league in Jamaica, this event, the Jamaica Invitation,
Yeah,
or one of those.
the Jamaica Invitational or the Racers Invitational, one of
Yeah,
those
but I'd
two.
love for her to come and jump here, boy.
That would be a pleasure. It would be a pleasure to have her here. Like we predicted, Manins, our own Shanika Ricketts was second. Decent jump from her. She struggled early. I think she registered this jump on her fourth jump. I think it was in the fourth round that she jumped. Fourth or fifth round that she jumped. 14:64. Oh no, that was her final. That was the final jump. But she was struggling early in the event. I think she did 14:64 in the jump off. But she had her struggles early in the event. Good that she came through and got second. Kimberly Williams at one time was in second place, and before Shanika Ricketts actually passed her. So Kimberly Williams, good third place finish for her. Getting into the money, as we say. Decent jump to 14.47. Good to have two Jamaican ladies in the top three. As I said today, earlier today, that Kimberly Williams has been a soldier for Jamaica in this event. She has been flying the flag. Before Shanika Ricketts came on the scene, she was the lone soldier. After Trisha K. Smith back in the days, she took up the mantle and has done well for herself and Jamaica.
Think
She's
just know that
coming.
Trisha K. Smith is a great from the great institution.
The great Trisha K. Smith,
From the great
world
institution,
champion.
world champion from the Manins High School.
World champion. All right. Fly the Westmoreland and the Man's flag, Ivan Brethren. Of course, why not? All right. So good to see Kimberly Williams finishing in the money, as we say. And good showing from Shanika Ricketts too. But as I said, when they turn up, they are turning up to the Rojas show. The triple jump for ladies is now the Yulimar Rojas show.
Yeah.
All right, Rojas is from Venezuela, people, not Colombia. A couple of people keep mentioning that she's from Colombia. She's actually from Venezuela. The other event, Manins, that you were suggesting we're looking at that has some Jamaican interest would have been the men's
Shot
discus.
discuss, yeah.
Discus. And there we had our very own Frederick Dakers, who was participating. Following the disappointment of the Olympic Games, where he arrived late and still has a jet lag and was unable to qualify for the finals. Good outing by Dakers, finishing third with a show of 65-33. Daniel Stars, that big man from Sweden, won the event in with a show of 66.49. And Che from Slovenia was kind of edged out Dakers for the second place. He had a show of
39.
65-39, which was only 6 centimeters ahead of Dakers.
Yeah, cause yeah.
So good showing for Dakers. Not a bad way to finish the season. Um, let's hope for Dakers that he has a better season next year. The World
And he's fully
Championship,
recovered from all these surgeries, operation, and all of these things,
yeah, man,
are
and the World
and in good
Championship
health.
is in our neck of the woods, so to speak. It's
Call it
gonna
our
be
backyard per se. I think it
definitely.
is.
So
Yeah.
let's hope he has better luck next year with his health. Let's hope that in terms of traveling, and it would be good to see Dakers. I think he has promised a lot. He was one time when he was number one in the world, but yet still he failed to finish at top of the podium at any of the major events. Let's hope for his sake that next year at the World Championship could be his year to see
Yeah.
him, finishing
Hope
at
that
top of the
everything
podium.
can come together. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Mornings, as I said, we're wrapping up, but there are two 1500-meter races that I was
Yeah. So
quite
we're gonna cover
excited to
those,
see.
and then people don't worry. When you cover those, you're going to close. Right?
All right.
Yeah.
1500. First, we look at the 1500-meter for women.
Yes.
Um, we had the very impressive Sifan Hassan from the Netherlands, former Ethiopian people, now representing the Netherlands, running, and she was up against Faith Kipyegon from Kenya, who is actually the Olympic champion. And I don't know, for those who don't remember, let me remind you, Sifan
Hassan.
Hassan attempted to win
15.
3 gold medals at in Tokyo, at the recently concluded Tokyo Olympics. She was attempting to win the 5,000 meters, the 10,000 meters, and she was also attempting to win the 1500
15.
meters. All right, she won the 5,000 meters first, I think, and then was going for the 1500 meters second round. And for persons who remember, she actually fell in the heats of the 1500 meter. I don't know if you remember that one.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah,
Got
man.
up and finished the heat and won her heat. Went
Right.
up against Faith Kipyegon in the finals, was beaten by Faith Kipyegon. Went on to win 10,000 meters, so she actually left Tokyo with 2 golds
And a
and a
bronze.
silver medal.
Silver medal. Yeah.
This race was the first time that these two ladies was going to be meeting
Meeting.
again over 1500 meters. And persons, you got the feeling that Sifan
Hassan
Hassan
was going to.
wanted a little bit of revenge, considering that Faith Kipyegon had spoiled her party, so to speak, and stopped her from getting that historic, what would have been a very historic triple. All right, it was a race for the ages, people. Coming down the home stretch. As a matter of fact, from very early in the race, you could see Kipyegon eyeing Sifan Hassan, feeling her out where she was, Sifan Hassan sat off the pace for a little bit, was on her shoulders for most of the race, made her move at the 150 mark. All right, it was one for the ages. Coming on the home stretch, it was anybody's race. These two ladies was running like they were running a 200-meter finals, coming on the home stretch. Hassan gave it everything she had, but was held up by Faith Kipyegon, for the same finish as it was in the event. Decent time, not a jaw dropping time by any stretch. 3:58:33 from Faith Kipyegon, and Hassan ran 3:58:55. So it was a good race, people. It was an excellent foot race going down the home stretch. I think for me it was one of the events of this Zurich Diamond League finals, with that grudge match coming from the Olympics and with that finish. It actually got me out of my couch, jumping up. You know, you would not people would not feel that a 1500 could have that kind of an impact. But this one definitely did. Well, you saw it, Mannings. What were your views on
No,
it?
I thought it was a very, very, very interesting race. I think like up to the 1500 meters now, you can you're almost watching a sprint. These races now have become almost like sprint races. Like there is
Mhm.
no playing possum. There is no let's jog the first lap and increase speed in the second lap and like there's none of that. Not the first lap, but the first 300. There's none of that again in these events. This is like flat out high speed running right through and also they have pace setters now who are who are setting some very quick pace
Mhm.
at the front of these things. So it's very interesting. I think it is very exciting. This is not like the 100-meter where as a quintet finish. This is a race where you actually see strategy throughout
Strategy,
the race.
definitely,
Yes, they are
definitely.
very interesting. I think up to the 1500 meters, people can find excitement. I'm talking even 800 meters, both on the
Mhm.
male and the female side. Gone are the days when these races don't provide excitement and there's just the Kenyans or the Ethiopians dominating. You can see Americans and people from Great Britain and other places coming into these things. You don't even see the
Sure,
dominance of the Kenyans anymore. That's
sure.
part of the whole thing. You don't see that
Okay.
dominance. So people they are excited. And if you're not a fan
Very
of them,
true.
you need to start watching these races because you think the long they're not. I'm telling you, they don't seem as long as they used to be probably 8 years ago.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. The distance races, and normally we on this side of the world, Jamaica, the US, we have been kind of more in tune to watch the sprints, But over time, these distance races have taken on a life of their own and have their own level of excitement. The 800-meter is now like a sprint, as you said, man. And even this 1500, and even some of the races, the 3000 steeplechase and the 3000 meters flat, or the 5,000 and 10,000, we end up seeing sprint finishes in this race.
The,
That
the
was
final lap,
exciting.
the final
Huh?
lap in a Pioneer. So
Yeah,
if you look at the lap times, the final lap, right, was
yeah.
58.56.
Very impressive for 400 meters after
You,
running 1500 meters.
you understand me?
Yeah, man. And
That's
and and that
very
was
impressive
on
because there are people running 400 meters sometimes that are trials that don't break 58 on the female side.
they probably run 56 thereabout. Yeah, 55, 56. 50. Normally our better runners run 52 and under, but you might have peer persons who, but after running 2.5 or 2 3/4 laps before to finish in a last leg in 58 is quite impressive. And as I said, just the excitement of the finish, man, is, added some extra to this race today with the history that was
Yeah,
associated coming from the Olympic Games, and persons expecting you know some amount of revenge from Sifan Hassan. Just the fact that Kipiegan held her form and held her up, and it was such a close race. It was, for me, it was quite exciting, and the excitement carried over into the men's race also. However, this time, unlike on the women's side, where the the fortunes in the Olympics held out, this time, on the men's side, it was a similar exciting finish. However, Jakob Ingebrigtsen from Norway, who actually won in Tokyo, was in a foot race with
Timothy.
Chariot from Chariot, the Kenyan,
Yes,
who was actually the silver medalist
at the
at
Olympics.
the Olympics. Um, it was a showdown again. Both gentlemen moved away from the pack at the 120 mark. Chariot was in front. The way how Ingebrigtsen looked, with the kind of comfort that he showed, you figure that he had Chariot covered. However,
Yeah.
Chariot held his farm and held off Ingebrigtsen. It was another exciting finish again, people, in a 1500-meter race. That one also had me, not quite leaping with excitement, that ding dong finish going down the line. I had thought that Ingebrigtsen would have pulled it off. I labeled him Superman too, because this young man has shown that. I don't know if you know the history of the Ingebrigtsen man. There are three brothers, and this is the younger. They are all distance runners, represented Norway, and all accredited runners, top probably in the top five of the event, top 10 throughout the two older brothers throughout their careers. But this younger brother has come through and has shown that he is the best in the family.
Yeah.
Olympic champion, was was a part of a very good race today. I was excited by these two 1500 meters, and it just augurs well for 50 for track and field. In time, we see Natalia goal in the 800 meter. In time, my hope is that from a Jamaican standpoint, we'll have athletes contending in these longer distances. We have been
Think they have
branded as,
a youngster at Calabar, Farkison, who did very well at Carifta, have some Carifta records.
we have always had youngsters on the periphery, promising, looking in, but we have not been able to produce these world class,
Yeah, and I think we need.
athletes at 1500
I
meters and
think
upward.
we have to get past the stage. I think there was a time when we had some, like a couple of women. You had Sinclair was her name, Kenya Sinclair.
Sinclair was 800 meters, yeah,
Right,
Kenya
800
Sinclair.
meters. The point I make, I think we need to have a crop of athletes instead of having like a one Natalia goal. We need like
Mm-hmm.
probably three every Olympics if we can get at least two persons in the
Archery.
finals.
The
Yeah,
competition
even
will
if we had
make
one,
it better.
even if we had three in the semifinals and two in the finals, like in the
Yeah,
800 and 1500.
but even matter what trials, if we had Simaya Campbell who was coming along, I don't know, she had
She had
fallen off a
major
bit.
injuries. Remember that she just at the
Yeah, but
trial, she told her that she came. I'm going to give you an example. I think like the Tracy sisters
yeah,
could have transitioned to the 800.
they have the strength of 400 hurdles. They could have gone there. But as I said, for me, what I would love to see probably at our trials, we have three persons contending, running, if not world class times, but close to world class times. I think that would push the event,
Chanel
along. 'Cause,
Bloomfield used to do 800.
Um,
And
my
she,
cousin,
yeah, and then came
hurdler,
down to the 400.
400 hurdler, 800 runner, 400. She's a versatile athlete. She has settled on 400. I think that is where she wants to stay for right now. I don't know. She still has youth on her side, so you know, let's see. But the 400 is kind of competitive from a Jamaican standpoint right now. We have Stephanie and McPherson, we have Candice McLeod, but it might suit her to go up to maybe one of those longer distance. Let's see what she chooses to do. Still has youth on her side, still a young woman, 22 years old.
Yeah.
So let's see how she progresses from there. Um, but Mannings, I must say, the Zurich Diamond League has brought down the curtains on the Diamond League circuit for this year. It's not the end of the track and field season, people. We still have a couple other meets in Europe. I think Shelley and Fraser will be running in one of those minor meets. We'll keep you updated on I am sure sports.
Definitely, definitely,
But
definitely.
The Diamond League circuit was quite competitive
No
and was
more,
a
no
good
more
one.
diamonds being handed out. So
Yeah, all the diamonds and all the cash went out today.
yeah,
So
but we'll still be giving you content because there are many things, people. There are many things coming up, right? We have the NFL that started, and
yeah,
so we're going to be, we're getting into that. We have basketball coming in October.
basketball
Remember,
season next
we're
month.
not we're not a football like a soccer channel. We're a sports channel. So all of
Yeah,
that.
man.
We have the U.S. Open. We're going to talk to you as the U.S. Open gets to the finals. We have the World T20s coming up, and the
Mhm.
West Indies squad has been selected. So we have the EPL coming back after the international break. So there's just a constant flow of sports coming, and we have some interesting things. Like we have hit 1,000 subscribers, so we're gonna give away some credit um, throughout this day on the channel by asking some questions, and if you can get them, so look out for those goodies coming up. So we have a lot of things coming up, Pioneer, that we're working on just
Definitely.
to
And we
get
have we
you
have we have
fans
we,
engaged.
we have a big surprise. We have something that is gonna be major on this channel coming up, people. It's innovative. It will be the first time, I would want to say the first time on media in Jamaica. Maybe not the first time on media, but it is definitely, the format will
The
be something
format
that
of it will be
yeah, man, it's
trend
something that you have
setting.
never, something that you have never seen. We'll
Trend setting.
we
Yeah.
we we, we we will not say much more now. We will drop hints as we are doing now, but then we will preview, and you will see snippets and advertisements coming out on the channel. So um I am sure sports doing it big, doing it innovative and pioneering,
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
And I want to remind the people,
innovations
Pioneer,
and
our tagline is every time you hear we play that song at the beginning, it says, if we're not sure, we're not say it. You
there
understand
you
me?
go.
That's how it
There you
is.
go.
I am sure sports. We have our eyes on what is happening, and so we are sure. We don't just look at stats, but we also match the stats with the eye test and logic and common sense. You understand me? So
A little bit of update, man, and straying away from track and field a little. Looking at the score for the first game of the NFL season.
Tampa Bay versus the
Tampa
Dallas
Bay
Cowboys.
versus the Cowboys. Close one, 31-29 in favor of the Buccaneers. Tom Brady starting off his season with a win. Um, Decent performance from Tom Brady. He threw 4 touchdowns in this game. Had 2 interceptions. Decent showing too from Dak Prescott. Dak threw 3 touchdowns to a single interception in this game. But innovative NFL coverage will be on I am sure sports. So we have
Yeah.
some persons will be hosting, some guests that will be coming on, some knowledgeable persons, not some of the more familiar voices that you have seen,
Listen, we
persons
are going
who
to watch this. We are going to be one of the first channels in Jamaica talking about NFL that has a female discussing it.
definitely,
People,
definitely,
you
definitely,
hear that?
definitely,
A female,
and females actually,
females giving you information
female,
on the NFL that
yeah man.
you never know. So
So
look out for those
innovation,
things.
innovation from I am sure sports people. And that is why you will come to expect um on this channel. So for those who haven't subscribed yet, ensure that you subscribe. Share the word. Um,
Yeah.
Talk to a friend. Tell a friend about the channel. Tell them about how credible and how accurate we are, and how sure we are about the things that we discuss here. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, man.
Manins, I'll leave you
Yeah,
to take
man.
it away from here.
Yeah, man. Pioneer. So blessings, bro. You take care, and then like I said, um, more to come. More to come. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Listen, before you leave the stream, ensure that you hit the like button, right? Ensure that you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Share it with somebody, and let them know. Let them know about us. Again, thank you for tuning in. Thanks to all our subscribers. Like I said, throughout the day, we're going to be giving away some credit, right? So you can have some credit on your phone as we celebrate one of the first milestones. We have made it past 1,000 subscribers. Thanks to you, Pioneer. Thank you so much for your time. It
Blessings.
was very good. It's always good looking back at these events and checking off the prediction. It's such a good thing. And so I hope people you will go and listen, because this is not guesswork. You know, look at what we said before and look at what we said after. People, stay safe until we meet again. This is I am sure sports, and it was our pleasure spending the time with you.